What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. We're going to be breaking down the E-minis once more. Per usual, we're going to get right into it. 30-minute time frame. Try to run through everything that occurred today. Look at the larger picture, as I'm officially going to be calling the daily one time framing down. Over the period of last week, we'd been kind of doing that. Just gradual move to the downside, but hadn't quite taken out my line in the sand of what day was that? The 14th low of 83.50. Well, we took it out on Friday, and then today we took it out and stayed below it for a good portion, but really didn't get what I was looking for to the downside. Kind of lack of movement is just real choppy, slow as molasses type of move down. Kind of hard for us to trade, but nonetheless did provide some opportunities. I did look for a short opportunity around F period, and then took a short in H period that I ended up getting stopped out on later, as it didn't quite do what I was expecting, which was set a new low on the day later in J period. As it came back up, I stopped out for a loss. Nonetheless, pretty good day. I'm happy with how I traded, even though I did take a loss on the day. I only lost about $100, but took the trade that I wanted. Had I been more diligent with it, I might have taken it off before the low of day or new low of day, and gotten paid on that trade. So let's go ahead and get into it. As you can see on our 30-minute time frame here, I have everything labeled A through M, all of our time frames. And as we grinded lower, we finally got into the set of single prints from this trend day up. I need to adjust this real quick. From this trend day up, back from the, what day was that? The 12th? Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust so you guys can see this trend day here. Back from the 12th, right? So we finally started to get into that area today. We finally filled that first set of single prints, which was this area right here where you said single print start right here at 80.75, and they filled at 76 even. And then we got into the second set of single prints, and they filled at 68.50, and we filled those to the tick late in M period. So only downside destinations as targets now are that afternoon pullback low at 43.6125, and then the low of day at 43.5125. So we took out some destinations late in the evening as we grinded lower below the balance low and the previous day's low, or Friday's low. Kind of some mixed market generated information early on in the day, as A and B period held the previous day's low. B period began to one time frame up, and we took out the overnight high. Only to give it all up in C period and set a low in the day, taking out the initial balance low and taking out that previous day's low. So giving the sellers some type of traction there. And then we did nothing but kind of grind lower the rest of the day. D period took out C's low. Couldn't quite do it in E. We got near the day's low, but couldn't quite take it out. As we got near that single print fill, pushed up in F to get our afternoon rally high. I was looking for a short in F period, a little bit closer to D's high, which would have been around 90, 91, which is where the 144 simple moving average on the 1 minute chart was at the time, as well as value high at the time was right around that area. So I was looking to get short against D's high and then use C's high as my out. So risk reward would have been much greater. But as you can see, we only pushed up. Didn't get much above E's high, not much relief, and then got a reversal bar, set a new low in the day, filling that first set of single prints right there at 76. And then we kind of dipped our toe into that second set in G period, setting another low in the day, continuing the one-time framing down before stopping it in H. And that's where I got involved on another short against the opening and had my stop about 2 points above the open. And because I'm trading MES, they tend to have a little bit of a wider spread, and I had my stop around, I want to say it was 94, 96, somewhere around there. or 84, excuse me, 84, 86. And then we pushed up to 83.50 late in K period, and I got stopped out. But I could have taken profits on that pull down in GA. I was expecting it to take out the day's low. I was like, chances of us getting back above the open are a lot slimmer than us taking out the day's low and setting a new low in the day. Well, that didn't happen until late in M period, but I had an opportunity to take profits on that trade. Was good risk reward against the open here in H and in I period, as it eventually rolled over and did what I was expecting. Not quite to the extent of setting a new low in the day, but we got near it. 73.75 was that low, and then low of the day at the time was 72.75. So it literally missed me by 1 point and then bounced up and then stopped me out in K period. So after that, didn't do anything. And then finally in M period, we rolled over, filling that last set of single prints, taking out that last set of destination. That was kind of what my thought process was in H period when I took that short, was would roll over and finally fill this set of single prints, as it acts as a target versus something to lean on that day. So M period, just push straight down, fill that set of single prints, setting a new low on the day. So today we go out with today's high, today's low, an afternoon rally high in F period. Not a textbook, but nonetheless an afternoon rally high. As you can see, we never came back close to 89.25 or 90. So we'll have that. And then what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8, 9 wide point of control. Is that what that is? I'm having to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wide point of control actually at H and I's high. So that's where our point of control is. We'll go ahead and mark that so I don't forget. H and I's high was 83.50. So we'll go ahead and mark these on here for us. That way we have them as reference point. This is once again, get rid of this crap. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 time frames traded back and forth between 83.50 level. So 10 wide, POC. For 6, 26, 23. We shall label that. Boom. 10 wide point of control right there at H and I's high. Then we have the afternoon rally high here at F's high of 89.25. So 89.25. We'll go ahead and mark that. Afternoon rally high. That will act as a reference point. We get to it. We want to see if we find more sellers there or do not. We have the high of day up here. I don't know why that's green. We'll have to change that. High of day was 44.03. 44.03. Was our high of day. This needs to be red. I don't know why that's green. Sorry, I'm rambling. You guys don't care. And then on our downside, we have today's low of day right here at 68.50. And that's why it's like good to have these reference points on your like single prints and stuff of that nature, because we filled it to the tick. Could have been, I mean, that's your target, right? For the downside was that set of single prints filling, and ended up turning into our low of day. Didn't happen until late, but got our low of day. So if we open up inside today's range, below the 10 wide point of control, you will look to take out today's low at 68.50. Take out, get down to the afternoon pullback low of 61.25, and then that low of day of 51.25. For the upside, we open up in this lower range here. Can't take out the day's low. You'll look to rotate up into 83.50, 10 wide point of control. Look to take out our afternoon rally high at 89.25, and then get up into our high of day 44.03. Back test that 4,400 level, right? Not Now let's go ahead and look at our larger time frames. We're just going to look at the daily and the weekly is all we're going to look at. And remember on Friday or last week, I said the weekly was going to be an inside week up to balance. And so far, that is what we're looking at right now. It appears that we have what could potentially be an inside week down as we opened up inside of last week's range. And now we are slowly moving to the downside. To confirm that, we would be taking out this 43.5125 level. If we take out that low there, we would fill this. You'd look to fill in this premium gap right here at 43.2550. So for the weekly, we're in balance right now, looking to have an inside week down, taking out that 51.25 balance low reference point. However, if we get near it, can't take it out, you'll look to rotate back up towards the other side of the range, which is 44.9350, and that would mean finding acceptance back inside the 4400 level, which we would backtest at some point on our daily. Let's go ahead and look at our daily time frame. Daily is firmly one time framing down. What you see highlighted on my screen is all the gaps that we are looking to fill, and one of them being that premium gap that I was just discussing. Right now, the daily is firmly one time framing down. You could have said it's one time framing down 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row. Nothing wrong with that. For me, we are officially one time framing down for the first day by breaking below this 83.50 level and taking back this trend day from the 12th. So for me, officially one time framing down, looking to back test this 20-day moving average, which is around the 38 to 39 level. So 43.39 basically is what we're looking to back test. We get below that, you will rotate down to our previous balance high, which was at 42.8850. Actually, this was our previous balance high. I need to get rid of that little reference point. This was our balance high here, but breaking below the 20-day moving average would, and then finding any acceptance back below the 4,300 level, you'll look to fill in this gap here, and potentially the 50-day moving average would be around that area where you would look to see, do we bounce off of it for the third time, right? This was once, this was twice. Would we bounce off of it for a third time? So our daily breaking out of balance to the downside, looking to do the same on our weekly time frame, right? Weekly time frame, looking to do the exact same. Question is, do we have that inside week down and officially start to one time frame down on the weekly, putting ourselves and the buyers in some type of predicament in the future? With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for stopping by. I hope this video was very informative and helpful to you guys. If it was, please leave a like down below. Comment something nice. What did you do? Did you have pizza? I hope so. Anyway, we'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. And then new update on the schedule. Most likely for a little while, we'll be only doing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday uploads, or vice versa, Monday, Tuesday, Friday uploads, as my schedule is quite busy during the summer. So thanks again for stopping by. Catch you tomorrow.